Okay. So lack of connecting statement is also one issue. What does it mean? It simply means that when you are writing statements, multiple statements, which is part of your answer, sometimes you just shift from one para to another para without introducing some safe, neat, clean passage that can help the examiner uh, tread through your answer in smooth manner. Sometimes the shift between two paragraphs is so abrupt or sudden that examiner gets confused. How did you arrive to this paragraph without giving some introductory line or without connecting the two paragraphs? Something that is expected from you in an essay. Okay, that is something which is expected of you in every question, be it in sociology, ethics, or GS. Connecting statements must be there, but statements which are connecting ones are missing somehow in the writing of students, and this somehow leaves answer bit mechanical, not so organic. Although not enough marks are cut on this area, but when you add this, it definitely gives an impression to the examiner that you are maintaining the sanctity of the demand and not just, you are not just in hurry to drop your answer whatever you have uh, learned so far. Sixth point, which is very important again, is congestion, or I would say uh, cluttering. When you write answer, you may have seen sometimes, specifically if you have compared your answer with toppers copy, you may have realized their copies look quite neat and clean. Okay, and sometimes you would also see they are leaving some spaces blank. They are not even in hurry to write everything till the end of the page. You may also see that they are leaving some space intentionally. They are starting from the left hand side of the margin, sometimes at the center of the whole margin sheet, and they are writing in a manner that it does not really give an impression that they are intentionally leaving it. It is a nice strategy, I would say, and this is something that we should all implement. And this is something that I also encourage in the writing program, that you should always think of not filling the page, always think of completing the answer. Okay, that's it, not completing the page. Pages, if they were really important, uh, trust me, UPSC would not have gone down from 4 page in 20 mark, which it used to have till 2021, down to 3 page for 20 mark question, which it has now moved to since 2022. What does it show? It shows if the number of pages have gone down from 60 mark era, where they used to have 10 pages, to the 20 mark concept where they used to have 4 pages, and now to the 3 page. If really page number mattered, they would not have trimmed the number of pages. It is happening only because they really want you to come to the point. But when they give you lot many pages, you are not coming to the point. You are actually trying to discover the point. Every time they give you more page, you actually end up writing more and more discovery. But the issue is that you are not concluding. And that is why less number of points, so that you conclude fast. And this is why in our answer writing approach itself, we focus a lot on how to decongest your answer, how to declutter your answer, so that unnecessary things which are not helpful can be eliminated, and you should focus only on the necessary. In case you don't have content for the same, in the whole process of writing answer, we end up developing the content for the same. It is not just the course for writing, it is also course for understanding what is the right writing. Now, seventh point is definitional aspects. Definitional aspects are again important issue. Many a times students don't define the given keywords in the question itself. Okay, they take it for granted. Okay, uh, they give a lot of time initially to write a nice decent introduction, how should they introduce their answer, but they don't understand that if they define the keyword, given keyword precisely, nothing can be better introduction than that. But unfortunately, sometimes they don't have the precise or the exact definition, or for that matter, they do not have sometimes an easier definition to remember and to reproduce in the exam, leaving them confused or puzzled with either the difficult question or difficult introduction, or sometimes no introduction, or sometimes irrelevant introduction, which could mean either unnecessary quotation or book name, etc. And this is why we focus a lot on starting with the definitional aspects, so that at least in the beginning, when you are beginning your answer writing, you have good hold on what to be written, what to be safely excluded. Eighth factor, which is very important, is wrong reading of right copy. Something that I initially also told you about in the first point itself, the McDonald approach. Okay, when you refer a right copy, which means topper copy, the best copy would be topper copy. Okay, for our reference, when you are reading right copy, you are not reading it right. You are reading it wrong. It means uh, if you give that copy to 100 students, 100 students may come out with different conclusions on the same. Now, what is the right method to go about it? For example, sometimes it is found out students end up uh, concluding that number of thinker was more important, that this topper had written these thinkers which are not there in my notes, or this topper has written 8 thinkers and I had written only 4 or 5. Or sometimes they end up giving or having conclusions like this topper uh, did not what should I say, limit himself to the demand. He gave 1.5 page to critique also. Okay, so it is, I would say, safely wrong reading of the right copy. What should be given more emphasis on while referring to the topper copy is how do they write, what is the language that they follow. Thirdly, which thinkers are they using, not how many thinkers. And fourth, whether what they are using is hitting the demand or not, or is it just part of notes which you do not have. Okay, so these are the things, little bit of things which we should focus a lot on, but we tend to ignore. We don't understand whether these thinkers found in the copy were just more in number or were actually right in relevance. And focus is sometimes unconsciously on more in number, quantity. Quality, which is relevance, that they were hitting the demand, is somehow not focused or emphasized upon by students.